What's going on? Don't you know I'm a very busy man? I'm a YouTuber. Who's bothering me at this time of day? Oh. I guess we have an unboxing to do. Follow me. Hello my co-highs, hope you're all doing well. I'm your host Tyrannosenpai and welcome to another episode of Tyrannosenpai's Toy Reviews. As some of you may know, my birthday was not too long ago. Yay! I'm 24 now. It is no secret that we have unboxed and reviewed many a T-Rex figure on the channel. The Hammond Collection T-Rex for one, Epic Roaring T-Rex, the Beast of the Mesozoic Walking with Dinosaurs T-Rex, and of course, the Heckenchonker himself, the Beast of the Mesozoic 1/18 scale Tyrannosaurus Rex. These are all the Tyrannosaurs we have reviewed up to this point. It's no secret, I'm a Tyrannosaurus fanboy, it's in the channel, you know the logo. But this next T-Rex that we're going to unbox might just be able to top them all. Even the Beast of the Mesozoic T-Rex, which is by far my favorite T-Rex in my collection so far. I have a feeling... Yeah, you're so big. Look at that tail. Now, I love the Beast of the Mesozoic T-Rex. I think it is untouchable by any other T-Rex that's ever been made by any company. But now, I think this Rex might have a bit of competition. I got sent over a package by our good friend, Marco Makes and Sora's Art, which, I mean, they told me that they were sending me something, but I wasn't expecting what they were gonna send me. Not in the slightest. So, let's go ahead and, you've probably seen the packaging, it's right over here. Let's get the packaging out, shall we? Behold, ladies and gentlemen, the RubberSaurs Tyrannosaurus Rex. And I'm overly thrilled to have this in my hands. And it came with a little note over here, which has, you know, the RubberSaurs T-Rex, Marco Makes, Sora, and there's me! Hey Tyler, happy belated birthday. Sora and I really wanted to send you something for your birthday and we couldn't think of anything better than this. Hope you like it. Marco and Sora. Thank you guys. Now, before we crack this Rex out of the box, let's talk about the packaging. So, unlike the previous RubberSaurs, this packaging is actually just a cardboard box, but it's wrapped in this beautiful piece made by Asina's Born, and it looks beautiful. I'm almost kind of sad that I gotta, well actually no, I don't have to rip it because it's a sleeve. But we have this beautiful art. It looks a lot like, you know, the Biosyn forest in the Dolomite Mountains with the trees and all that stuff. And here we have a beautiful render of the T-Rex up in the front. We have the RubberSaurs logo with Marco Makes on the side. Tyrannosaurus Rex in classic Jurassic Park font. It looks a lot like Jurassic Park 3 font, but I'm not complaining. Oh, and it looks like there was a little slight mishandling with the package because there's a slight tear, a tiny one right here. But it's not that big of a deal, and oh man, this packaging is so beautiful. I love this packaging. I'm gonna save it. Collectible rubber dinosaur action figure under the bottom, and underneath we have, you know, RubberSaurs Tyrannosaurus Rex collectible rubber dinosaur action figure, and you know, just black bottom. On the top, we have what looks like a sort of like a cage, like, you know, what went down in Fallen Kingdom. This is basically a love letter to all things Jurassic. Caution wild animals sign over here with some some steps, I'm assuming, and some slash marks in the cage. And then, of course, in the yellow caution sign, we have RubberSaurs Tyrannosaurus Rex. And then on the back, we have this. RubberSaurs Tyrannosaurus Rex, collectible rubber dinosaur action figure, the most fierce and famous land carnivore of all time. Both a hunter and a scavenger, nothing will get in its way. And then there's a massive barcode right there if y'all want to scan that. For adult collectors only, made in England by Marco Mix, sculpted and painted by Marco Cavassa, designed by Marco Cavassa and Rodrigo Rivas, Rod's random work. Oh, so you get a shout out too, Rod. Molds by Sora Watanabe, cast by Alex Kendrick, photography by Graham Haynes, A Scene Is Born. For more information, scan the QR code. Special thanks to all supporters, viewers, subscribers, and followers. And then, of course, we have this continuation like the caution signs and the cage, and it's perfection. It's peak perfection. I wish that Mattel or any other toy company that specializes in dinosaur figures would do something like this with their line, and it looks gorgeous. Anyway, so let's go ahead and push the real box out gently. Try not to rip it. Come on. This is really scary. This is probably the scariest unboxing I've ever done. Surgically trying to remove this wrap from the box. I hate this. Come on. It's free. But now we gotta open this up. So let's get down to it. It's in my hand. You want some feet pics? I can't believe this. Oh my God. She's beautiful. I'm at a loss for words. Look at you. Ain't no way, bro. Oh my God. Now, let's just get with this straight. Nothing I say here will do this justice. This is by far the most beautiful T-Rex I have ever seen. Does the neck squeeze? It does. The neck squeezes. Oh my God. That's fantastic. I know I should be talking about the details of the figure and what came in the packaging, but this is a marvel to look at. The skin detail, the folds in the skin, the scales, the paint job. I'm in love. Okay, we gotta talk about it. We have to talk about this now. Otherwise, I'm gonna be gushing at this forever. There's time to hold this thing later. We gotta check it out. So, with every RubberSaur that you get from Marco Makes, it comes with a certificate of authenticity, so you know it's the real deal. You also get his business card, which has a scan code in the back, as well as all of his links. And of course, you also get this note, which we've read dozens of times before. And last, but certainly not least, we also get the stickers, which is good because all the ones I had before have rubbed off. So these are good replacements. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, we've all been waiting for, the RubberSaurs Tyrannosaurus Rex. And she is glorious. From nose to tail, she is absolutely fantastic. Every detail about this screams the Jurassic Park T-Rex. I cannot sing its praise enough, but let's go into the detailing. So this model looks like a cross between the animatronic and the CGI model from ILM. which is a nice looking blend of the two. So starting with the head detail, you can see all the individual scales, notches, and bumps along the skull and the jaw. You can see the tiny little wrinkles in the eyes, like you can see the folds of skin near the eyelid and the tiny scales covering the eyes. You could see the crest that lines the snout. Tons and tons of detail. You can see scarring. She has a scar there on this side, and she has more on the other. I'm assuming from the Velociraptor, because this is meant to be Rexy from Jurassic Park. And then you could see, you know, in the mouth, if we squeeze that mouth open, look at that detail in there. Look at that. You can see textures in the mouth. You could see the nasal openings where it connects. You could see the tongue. The tongue is textured. It's made out of a hard resin. The muscles in the mouth are nicely textured and detailed. The teeth, they're made of a separate material. The mouth is actually, I think, 4 different pieces. I might be wrong though, but they're all made of hard resin except the teeth. These are made of rubber, and they are super sharp looking. Much better than what Mattel came with their releases of the T-Rex. And if we look at it from the front, like that, that looks like the T-Rex animatronic from the front. It looks gorgeous. Love this head sculpt. Best one I've ever seen. We move on to the top of the head. You can see the brows, the prominent scales on there. And then we move on to the neck. Nice thick neck with a saggy bit here. It's not a waddle, because this is Rexy. It's not a male T-Rex. We can see folds of skins and creases. We could see all this bumps and scales along the neck. God damn, this looks incredible. I can't say it enough. This is incredible. Then we move on from the neck, and we have the body. We could see, you know, the ridge along the spine here, more creases in the skin. We could see more scars along the shoulders and the side. We could see the rib cage, and it's super squishy, made out of rubber. We also have, you know, these nicely made arms. I think these are made, oh no, this is rubber too. I thought it was resin for a minute. No, the arms are rubber, and they have impeccable skin detail. I could see the tiniest dots of scales, even on the fingers. The fingers, if my camera can focus, look at all those tiny little scales. How'd you do this? How did the molds capture this? How? The detail work on this is impeccable. And the scoots on the fingers, they're so finely detailed. Those could easily have been like mis-sculpted or whatever. Like, look at that. My God. This is amazing. And then let's see, we got the chest down here with these beautiful looking tiny scales, and of course the iconic crocodile textured belly on the underneath. If this wasn't sealed, there would be a sound box inside, and if you squeezed it, it would make a sound. It would roar. Never mind, there it was. Anyway, going back, the crocodile-like skin texture on the bottom looks amazing. I love the scale detailing of the underbelly. It's so iconic for the Jurassic Tyrannosaurus. It looks great. And of course we have more of the underbelly here, continuing those small rectangular scales. And then we go to the legs. Big chunky legs with a lot of muscle definition. We got more of those beautiful scale details. We got huge bulging calves. And then we look at the claws and the toes. Look at how beautifully sculpted those toes are with the scoots all along their tops, the scales. Even the bottom of the feet have been detailed. And then of course down here we have the RubberSaurs logo on the bottom of the tail right there. So, you know, cast your insignia and that sort of thing. Gotta brand it. And then you have this long, beautiful tail with all this skin detail. Like, look at this. This is magnificent. And then we turn to the other side, it's not perfectly symmetrical because we have more of that scarring on the side of her snout there. The iconic slash marks on the side of her jaw. And then we have, the scars along her back. And yeah, this is amazing. And the paint detail, the paint job, it looks great. I love this dull brown color, like this dark brown with these darker patches of striping along the face and the eyes. I love how piercing those yellow eyes are. They look menacing. I mean, you look at this thing from the front, that looks evil. Like, that looks terrifying to look at. This is scary, and I love it. I wish other toy companies did stuff like this with the Jurassic license. Like, I know I say that a lot with all the RubberSaurs, but this is not just a figure. This is perfection. You have all these lines, like, to show the neck bits where it connects to the throat. Oh my god. This Tyrannosaurus is... It's pure gold. I can't fault this T-Rex in any way. Marco, you have outdone yourself with this. And all I can say is it's only uphill from here. Now, let's move on to articulation. With this T-Rex, you have a mouth where you squeeze the neck and the jaw opens, which is a nice action feature that I think a lot of Jurassic figures, even from Kenner, didn't have. So this is a nice touch. I like this feature a lot, and it's very smooth. And of course we have posable arms. They can go up and down. And we have leg articulation, which can go back and forward. Oh, I love the squeaking of that rubber. Like that. And then the tail is a wire. So you can pose it in any which way you choose. You can go up, down, left, and right. And because this figure is 1/18 scale, it scales with all the other Mattel figures. So if you have like the Mattel humans, which unfortunately I don't, you could just get these dinosaurs and have those people like just there. But anyway, I think we're done with articulation. Let's go ahead and talk about comparisons. Here it is alongside the epic roaring Tyrannosaurus Rex from the Mattel line, with some slight touches that I added myself. And the stark difference between the two of them is amazing. The detailing on this is like no other. Those feet are gigantic, number one. Like, look at how small the feet on Rexy is from the RubberSaurs line in comparison to these. And look at how short that tail is when compared to the RubberSaurs one. I get this is meant to be a kid's toy, but at the same time, it's not proportioned properly. And it's clear to say that this is definitely the better of the two. A slightly better release from Mattel. Here is the RubberSaurs T-Rex with the Hammond Collection T-Rex, which scales up pretty nicely. The only thing I have really to complain about the Hammond Collection one is that the head sculpt is obviously different from the RubberSaurs one, and the feet are just too big. The only thing this has against this is that this has a lot more articulation, but obviously, in terms of quality, this is the better T-Rex. And here it is with the Beast of the Mesozoic 1/35th scale Kickstarter exclusive Walking with Dinosaurs T-Rex. And last but definitely not least, here is the RubberSaurs T-Rex next to our Big Daddy Chester, the Beast of the Mesozoic Tyrannosaurus Rex. I mean, this guy's standing on his platform, but these two really do scale up nicely together, in all honesty. And the quality is quite obviously there. It's just that I feel like the detail on this T-Rex pops more than this guy's. I think it's just because his scales are much smaller than the RubberSaurs T-Rex, but both of these are absolutely beautiful. So we have the movie T-Rex that we all know, and of course the scientifically accurate T-Rex. Both of them look amazing. Overall, the RubberSaurs Tyrannosaurus Rex is a true gem. It has everything going on for it. Sculpt, paint job. I mean, the articulation, it's there. It's not a lot, but it's there. It's just pure gold. I really can't gripe about it. This is beautiful. I was very scared to unbox this because this is one of those instances where it's the holy grail of Jurassic Park toys. This is the pinnacle. There are pictures of like the RubberSaurs Giganotosaurus, pictures of the Pachycephalosaurus, which I'm hoping to get my hands on at some point. There are pictures of a buck T-Rex. I don't know when they're coming out though. I know the Pachycephalosaurus is coming out sometime this month. But honestly, this is a real prize. I'm going to take very, very, very good care of this T-Rex. And to Marco and Sora, I am very grateful to have been sent this. You guys are really awesome. I enjoy, when we play games together, our private conversations, and of course, whenever we play Pokemon Go, our little banters and Gartic Phone, Path of Titans. You guys are awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll be supporting you guys the whole 100 yards. I mean, what else is there to say? This is the perfect Jurassic Park T-Rex. I could get rid of all my Mattel T-Rexes and just be happy with this one. That's all I really gotta say. That's all I can say because I'm still marveling at the detailing of this T-Rex. It's very clear that a lot of love and a lot of effort was put into making this. This was made by fans of the franchise who love the dinosaurs, who love the series as a whole, and I'm looking forward to whatever happens next. I'm always excited when new releases are announced. This figure brings me back to when I had my own rubber T-Rex from Kenner. I had a Thrasher T-Rex, but one of my dogs back then tore its face off. And unfortunately, it had to go. Feeling this T-Rex's skin and moving the jaw around and even handling it just reminds me of those days when I was a young kid who brought his prized T-Rex to school when he wasn't supposed to and showed it off to his friends. It's awesome. It reminds me of my childhood. So this is a very special T-Rex to me. I will not let any bad come to it. I will raise hell if something happens to it. But yeah. Thank you again, Marco and Sora. This was a very awesome birthday present, and I look forward to what comes next. But if you guys watching this enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe today, hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything new. All my links are in the link tree in the description down below. And until next time, this is Tyranno Senpai signing off. Alrighty then, take care now. Bye-bye then.